has made another one. You already know the thing. So, next topic we're gonna get into, man like TY, RACK5, aka Racks, however you want to pronounce it. First of all, I want to apologize if you're hearing any extra wind sounds and them things there. It's a hot day today. I got the fan on, I got the windows open, all of that, literally. First of all, I want to start this by saying rest in peace to Stephen Morrison, the rapper Morrison's brother. My condolences to his family, his friends, you know, everyone that knew him, literally. It's a sad situation all around, man. Obviously, so again, rest in peace to Stephen Morrison, aka Steve-O, Zero Losses, you know, all of that. So, bit of backstory before we get into the reactions. Obviously, as we all know now, case is pretty much finished. It looks like, you know, TY bust case. TY got found not guilty of the whole Kalassin, the M, and he got found not guilty of manslaughter. So it looks like TY's walking free. Man like RACK5, Racks, he got found guilty of the M, guilty of the Kalassin. So he obviously has not been sentenced yet. He's gonna get sentenced soon. So we'll give an update when he does. But yeah, it looks like Racks is done. He's done for. It looks like all of that talking, all of that snitching worked for TY. But we're gonna get into reactions, you know, and then we're gonna take it from there. Big up man like Tanks each and every time. Let's go. Give Tanks a subscribe as well, man. Let's go.
Breaking news right now. RACK5 Ellis Heather has been found guilty of the murder of Stephen Morrison, and TY from the Wild, Yones Germa, who was a UK drill rapper who turned into a animal enthusiast, working with animals.
Turned into the crocodile hunter, which we're not looking down on. That's a good thing. Like, obviously you can change your life. That's absolutely fine. I'm gonna give my whole opinion at the end of this thing as well. But yeah, man, you can change your life. That's not a problem. But with this whole thing, I kind of find a problem. But anyway, we'll get into all of that. Let's keep it going.
He has been found not guilty, guys. Not guilty. And there's been a lot of conversation about this trial because Yones Germa, TY from the Wild, was cooperating.
And I'll be real, I didn't even think he'll get found not guilty. I'll be so real, I thought he was gonna get found guilty of something. Like, it actually worked. It's mad. Let's keep it going.
He is a known gang member, but he decided to cooperate, and we know that cooperating with the police is #1 no-no in this life. But he's been found not guilty. The man found guilty in the murder of Stephen Morrison. This is an article on the Essex Police website. They're going to be happy with getting their murder conviction. TY from the Wild is the one who said that RACK5 did it. He said, listen, I punched the guy initially. RACK5 is the one who stabbed him. This is Stephen Morrison.
So I'm saying, you all said you're involved in that, said you know, you hit him in that, bruv. I know people that have, you know, they've said that they've kicked someone and then they just done one little kick. Everyone else done the mad thing to the youth. And you get done for joint enterprise. Like, it's mad. Let's keep it going.
Morrison's brother. Now, apparently, Stephen Morrison was on ketamine and cocaine and attempted to ram his vehicle into RACK5 and TY. A man has been convicted of the murder 6 years after he was fatally attacked. A jury found RACK5 guilty of murdering Stephen, who died on the 23rd of June, 2020. That is literally dead on 6 years ago. Yesterday, it was 6 years ago on the dot that Stephen was killed following a violent assault in a car park off Epping New Road near the Wake Arms roundabout. Now
that's mad, you know, 6 years ago. And when you think about it, 6 years is a long time. Like, and it's only now that the case is, you know, finished. It's mad, man. It's mad how it all started as well. It all started from the girl, obviously contacting the feds, getting scared. Like, I think feds was nicking people around her, nicking her as well. So obviously, she's a girl. She's gonna say stuff. So when people are talking about, oh, the girl's a snitch, she's a snitch, bruv, what do you expect? She's a female. Of course she's gonna talk. This is what it is. Like, she was a model apparently, one of them video models and that. Of course she's gonna talk. Do you get it? Like, these are the things that you don't, you know, you don't share these kind of things with these kind of girls. You don't, because when it gets sticky, they're the first to say something. And I'm not blaming the girl, cause she's a girl, innit? She's not involved like that. Of course she's gonna say something. But let's keep it going.
This is Epping New Road. This is the Wake roundabout. This is it over here. What's that over here we got? But this is where the incident took place. The incident took place around here, and you can even see in the picture they were in Epping Forest. They got Magnum in the back there. Stephen, who was 30 at the time of his death, 30 years old. He was 30, damn. He was 30 years old at the time. I didn't know that. Suffered a fatal stab injury during the attack. Despite his injuries, he managed to leave the scene and seek help before tragically dying later in hospital. Over the course of a 4-week trial, the Central Criminal Court heard Heather had travelled from London to Essex as part of a group filming a music video with the Epping car park used as a location. As part of the filming, Heather, 25 years old, previously of Taplow, Maidenhead. Okay, so that's where's Taplow, Maidenhead? All right, so Taplow, Maidenhead is a village in England, and it's basically Slough, Windsor sides. Yeah, deep west. He was on camera wearing a stab vest and handling exotic animals. Obviously, TY from the Wild at this time was probably
So,
was he the TY?
Stop it right there. Obviously, if he's handling the exotic animals and that, was TY doing the animal stuff around this time, like when they was in the music videos and that? So I don't know. I need to do some more. I want to do some more research on the timelines and that. But if that's the case, then you kind of change your life, but we're still like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of thing, which kind of makes it even worse. But let's keep it going.
From the Wild, around this point in time, I'm not 100% sure if he was, but he was definitely into the exotic animals. He had the exotic animals over here, of course. He was filmed. That's a picture of the music video, which is crazy. It was at the Epping New Road car park that Stephen initially came into contact with them. And we need to remember, we won't ever know the full story unless you speak to RACK5, or you speak to TY, or you speak to Monique, the video vixen. You will never actually know. We'll never actually know what really happened. You know, we will never actually know the full story, because they just randomly come into contact with each other at a car park. What did someone tell Stephen that they're going to be there? Was there any intention beforehand? Clearly the police.
And even that's the thing, man, like just saying stuff. I swear, if me personally, how I feel is like I haven't heard anything about like CCTV evidence, any footage like that. They've just got footage from the music video where they see him, where they see Stephen driving a car moving mad, but they don't have much footage or much evidence like that. This thing was just more of a he say she say thing, literally just a talking thing. So my whole thing is, if everyone just stays silent, then you know, like, you should never know, man. Just keep it going.
Really bad. But all the articles out there are going to be saying the same thing. Now the question I would ask is, TY from the Wild is going to be out again. He's going to be, I don't know if he's going to go back to, I mean, he was getting a lot of traction with his wildlife shows. Is he going to go back into that? He's going to be able to go back into that. Do a press run and say, I had nothing to do with this. You know, I cooperate with the police because I had nothing to do with this. I'm just interested in crocodiles. I think that's the best route for TY from the Wild to take. And Chris Summers, who was reporting on the trial, who was in court yesterday, he actually said that Stephen Morrison's mother, in court, reacted very emotionally to finding out the verdict, as any mother would. Some people say they're happy TY snitched. I mean, I'm sure in hindsight now, he's going to be very, very happy he snitched. You know, I mean, how he's come up, the life he's led, gang member, you're never allowed back in again. You know, that world, the life that you've known for most of your life, you're ostracized forever because you're a rat.
Yeah, all of that's done still. Literally, there's no more like, yeah, all of that's done, man. But obviously, I don't think he's trying to go back to any of that anyway, so it is what it is, man, literally. But there is some more reactions. We're going to get into some of the CGM lot and their reactions still, so let's get into that video real quick. Obviously, I muted the audio for copyright purposes. Yeah, it's mad. Everyone's reactions and that's it there. It's Pete. This is the you lot come up with, you know. Guy who you man come up with, and then this is what they do. Sad, bro. Sad still. And then that's the thing, in the comments as well, obviously the public, they're just mixed about it. Some people are just saying, it was good what you done, at least he saved himself if you weren't involved. And you got other people just saying, he's a snitch, he's a rat. Which, my whole thing is, obviously, if he's not in that life anymore. He was once a part of that life. He's not in that life anymore. Obviously, this thing happened at a time when he was like 1 foot in. He was still around these, man. He was still about, and that's when this whole collapsing took place. So does it make it right that he now turns his back on his people when it gets sticky for him? My whole thing is, if no one said nothing, then I believe that they wouldn't have had much. That's just what I believe, though. Literally. It's mad. It's a whole mad situation. Obviously, there's no update on TY being released yet. He more than likely has been, but there's no update yet. Rax is due to just spend bare years in jail. That's the reality of it. It's mad. It's sad. 1 life lost, 2 lives lost, really. And then TY, his best bet is probably just skipping the country. Literally, this was just got on one post quick. I just want to see some of the comments. No snitching rule has a limit. Going down for a murder I didn't do is a step too far, mate. Come on, do your jail, I beg. No one likes a grass though. Literally, everyone in this world would hate to be told on. Don't matter what it was. So I mean, just mixed. Everyone's just mixed. Like, you got half the people saying, yeah, I did it. If he didn't do it, why is he gonna sit for it? Other half saying, yeah, but you're a rat though. Why are you snitching like that? And me, I hear both sides. I do hear both sides, but at the same time, this was your dog who you came up with, and at the time he was moving like he was about that. Like, he was at the video shoot at the time, innit? So it's just a sad situation, man. But the best thing for TY to do is just, change his life, probably go back to the wildlife thing, and just continue living life, and just, if you can get back to the content, get back to that. Obviously you're gonna get bare rat emojis and bare snake emojis and all of that in the comments, but people will still watch it. It is what it is. I don't know how safe it will be around London and that. Obviously I'm not advocating for anyone to do nothing like that, but it's just the reality of what it is, isn't it? There's bare man out there, there's bare trolls out there. It is what it is. It's a small world as well. But let me know in the comments what you lot think below. Do you think it was right what he did? Do you think he was right to snitch and that, because apparently according to him he didn't do it? Or do you think he should have kept his mouth shut and just just try to beat the case like that? Let me know what you think in the comments, man. That's about it from me. I'm out. Brownin cute, the sweetest though. She kept it real when I kept it show. She put the mother man on hold and said it's for life, that means to wear old. She loves my smile, it's bright as gold. I love her shape and the way it pokes, the way that it clap when she throw it back, it goes left to right like a metro.